Hey guys, BadInfos here with a top 5 video. Here I'll show you my picks for the best games of 2009. This year was very good, a lot of amazing games released. Nothing really groundbreaking, but the ones I played were still a lot of fun. So after a lot of thinking, these are in my opinion the 5 best games released in the year 2009.
You want to do it quietly? Right.
Call of Juarez Bound in Blood. Call of Juarez, one of the few Western franchises out there, and certainly the best one. I am a fan of Westerns. The way the cowboys act, speak, their homes, and the way they settle their differences is what makes me so intrigued about this time period. Bound in Blood does a very good job of showcasing all of that. There are many great voice actors in here, including the one for Ray, who was in the first game. Bound in Blood takes place about 20 years before the first game, and it shows the story of two brothers. The best part about the gameplay is that, again, like before, you can play as two characters separately. Want a close and personal playstyle? Choose Ray, as he can dual wield revolvers. If you fancy long-range combat, then Thomas is your guy. They, like all brothers, sometimes fight over petty stuff, and some heated arguments can occur. That's great because if you don't agree with one, you can play as him and make him fall a huge distance on purpose to teach him a lesson. You can do anything a cowboy would do, shoot a lot, and even ride horses. There's lots of replayability to be had here because of the complete change in playstyles between the two brothers. I know I'll replay it again in the future. Fuel, a one-word name does not really tell you much, so let me help you out a little. Freedom, you can use that instead. That's the key word here. The freedom is the main focus here and is what the game does best. So you start a race, choose a vehicle, and the game recommends you a path. Remember, it recommends it to you. It's up to you if you would risk going on the grass, risking crashing into a rock, or stick to the road. The map is massive, and I really do mean massive. More than 14,000 square kilometers of off-roady goodness. I'm a sucker of off-road games, and that's what you get here. Well, unless you stick to the roads. See? Freedom. Don't like racing? Well, good, you can spend a half an hour driving from one side of the map to the other. Chances are that you would wanna race though, because that's where the fun is. You win races, get fuel for doing so, and you unlock better and faster cars. We have big trucks, ATVs, buggies, and bikes. Every vehicle fits great in this post-apocalyptic world. You won't see any real-life cars here, and that's a relief. They would not make sense in this game. Overall, I love the freedom this game gives you the most. This sense of speed, variety of vehicles, and huge map are what set this game apart from many others in the genre. Batman Arkham Asylum. I don't like superhero media. Whether it's games or movies, if there's a superhero involved, I generally try to stay away. It has always been the same with Batman. I used to watch a cartoon back in the day. It was kind of fun, but I don't even remember much of it. With that said, one day I was bored, and after hearing so much praise about the Arkham franchise, I decided to give it a go, thinking that I would play it for 20 minutes, get bored, and never touch it again. Boy, was I wrong. 3, 4, 5 hours later and I could not get off my chair. Batman is actually a great superhero. He's very human. He uses lots of gadgets, he has a nice car, and can fight very well. The city, or in this case the asylum, the game takes place in is dark, scary, and mysterious. I love that kind of setting. The game does a great job immersing you into its beautiful world. Yeah, sure, it's very linear, and you don't venture out, climb skyscrapers like in the other Arkham games, but that's actually the best part about it. You never get lost, and there aren't 1,000 collectibles you need to find. It's a straight shot to the finish line. You see some amazing characters along the way, including Harley Quinn, my personal favorite. The game introduced me to the Batman franchise, helped me switch over to watching superhero movies and playing more Batman games. Unfortunately, it's the only good game in the franchise in my opinion.
You'll never guess who's awake.
You're shitting me.
Come see for yourself.
Saints Row 2. This is the GTA San Andreas stories game we never got. It's like Sleeping Dogs in the gangster world. It's one of the best gangster games ever made. Unfortunately, it's also the worst PC port of a game ever made. Yep, listen to this. In order to complete the game, you need to install a mod. Without it, it will constantly crash, there will be FPS problems, game breaking glitches, it will run at double speed if you have a good or even a decent CPU, multiplayer is dead because of GameSpy. Yeah man, it's really bad, and I've never seen any other port which had that many issues. Did I mention the controls? The worst ones ever. They make no sense. The camera work is infuriating too. Even after all of that, this game is incredible. It's the real gangster experience. You play as whoever you like. You can be an obese chick, muscular dude, or even a mix of the two. There are turf wars, the story is engaging and characters are extremely funny and likable. In many ways, Saints Row 2 is better than my favorite game ever, GTA San Andreas, but because of the plethora of game-breaking glitches, I cannot recommend it. I had lots of fun with it, but you may not. Prototype. Prototype is a game I never expected to like or play for too long. Well, here I am 3 full playthroughs later, placing it in the #1 spot. It's a completely unexpected gem from a genre I'm not interested in at all. You play as Alex Mercer, a very likable and relatable character, partly because my name is also Alex. He's basically a superhero, he can punch hard, jump high, run super fast, but most importantly, he has many powers to choose from, some of which are a whip, which you can grab helicopters from the ground, he can use a blade to slash people and cars in half, and many more. The freedom in what you can do, the mission objectives, the city layout and likable characters all add to the beauty of this game. I say beauty, but that's not in the literal sense. The game is dark, lots of blood everywhere, the virus is spreading, so many mutants roam around. It's a really horrible place. You can free roam and cause mayhem, or complete story missions, find collectibles, or just stay in one place and try to kill as many baddies as you can. You can use guns, sure, but why should you when your powers do more than a stellar job in combat? A game not many people talked about, unfortunately. It deserves a lot more praise. It has decent keyboard controls, which take a bit getting used to, great graphics, atmosphere, music and so on. I highly recommend it. And that's it from me guys, those are my favorite games of 2009. If you want to see my favorite ones from any other year, then check the description below or click on the screen. Subscribe for more gaming videos and I'll see you in the next one.